You know, the other day I was in my office and I came up with a great idea of a video that I wanted to make for you all. I just can't remember what the hell was it. You know what would make a great video? If older me would talk to younger me and tell him all the lessons that I've learned as a real estate investor. Hey real dealers, this is Charles, Blair the Mad Scientist, and as you can see, I am currently right now in the lab, and I always tell you guys when I'm making these videos, do not forget to hit that like, make sure you leave a comment, also subscribe, and don't forget to hit the notification bell so that I can make sure that you get my content as soon as we push it out. Now, in this video, I'm going to talk to young me as old me. Have you ever wanted to go back in time and tell yourself about all the mistakes that you made as you got experienced in business that you could easily help if you were brand new in the business? That's right. And I'm going to give you guys 6 of the problems and issues I had, and hopefully won't make the same mistakes that I made.
Fear is not real. The only place that fear can exist is in our thoughts of the future. It is a product of our imagination, causing us to fear things that do not at present and may not ever exist.
When I first started in real estate investing, I had a lot of apprehension. And I'll be honest with you, for those of you that know my story, I dropped out in junior high school. I have a 9th grade education. So early on in my career, I was really working from one dead-end job to another. As a matter of fact, at one point in time, I used to sell Kirby vacuum cleaners. And I would get home early in the morning, turn on the television set, and then the first thing that I saw was an infomercial by Carlton Sheets. And I actually did a video about how Carlton Sheets helped me in real estate investing. Check that link up there. There's an actual full-length video on that. But not to go on a tangent, at that point in time in my life, I actually purchased Carlton Sheets course 3 times. 3 times before I actually opened it up. And when I opened that course up, it really enlightened me as to how my future could look. It gave me a different perspective as to what I could do, but most importantly, how I could do it. I actually took the information from that course and ran with it. However, you have to understand that a lot of times we get information and we just sit on it and just decide, oh, I don't know if it's going to be perfect. I don't know if it will work for me. I don't know if this person who said that I was a failure because I had a 9th grade education, was that person right? The only person that is right when it comes to your success or your failures are you. Get the fear out of your life. It will kill you. It will make you a lesser person by continually using those excuses that you make in your mind as excuses for reality. So once I was able to overcome the fear, my life changed tremendously. So the first lesson I want to give to you guys is fear. Learn to control it, be aware of it, but don't let it get in your way.
Take a seat, young Skywalker.
Now, early on, I talked about how fear really controlled my life, especially after having the upbringing that I had. What really catapulted me from being a person on the sideline of real estate investing to a person actually participating in the game was when I found my mentor. My mentor who took me by the hand, and I was able to say, yes, this business does work. Yes, real estate investing works because here's somebody right now that's doing it. So when I found that person that said, I would teach you the business, and I'll give you my story. My salary from my mentor was $50 a week plus lunch for 8 months. And after working with him for 8 months, I became a full-time investor and been a full-time investor ever since. So when I had that mentor who took me by the side and said, sit down, young Skywalker, I'm going to show you exactly how this business is supposed to be done. At that point in time, my business skyrocketed. So my advice to you, if there's someone out there that you know that is willing to take you by the hands and show you the business, someone that, it doesn't matter if it's somebody that you have to pay or somebody that will do it for free. The key is you cannot beat the experience of someone who have made years and years of mistakes that you won't have to make just by following the success traits that they would give to you. And yes, everybody in this business have failures. Every last one of us. But when I'm able to take my information and give it to my people, that's so valuable. So this lesson right here is find a mentor, young Skywalker.
Don't get high on your own supply.
That's right. Lesson 2, don't get high on your own supply.
When everything clicks in your business and you start making money, the first thing I want you to heed is these words. Don't get high on your own supplies. And here's the reason why I say that. One of my biggest mistakes that I made was I tried to spend every dime that I made as soon as I made it. I can recall renting a yacht in Miami and partying on that yacht. I can recall trips in South Beach where we would just spend weekends every month going to South Beach and partying and having fun and so on. And what I'm trying to say is, no, you shouldn't just take your money and just blow it when you get it. Don't get high on your own supply. Understand that that success is fleeting. Understand that that success could easily be taken away from you any day, any moment, any minute. So spend your money and your success wisely. That's the key to longevity in this business. Now, I'm glad that I learned that lesson. The fact that I'm in this business now after 30 years later and we are investing in 6 different markets is a testament to that. But the key that you should take away from this lesson is that if you are not reinvesting your money, if you're not reinvesting in your education, if you are not continually growing your business, then there will be no longevity. There will be no generational wealth. So please, don't take it for granted. Don't underestimate the different changes that can happen in this environment that we call real estate investing. Don't get high on your own supply.
When you pray for rain, you got to deal with the mud too.
During one of the many high points in my real estate investing career, my partner and I were closing deal after deal after deals. I mean, it was raining real estate. You've heard that song, and I know I'm probably dating myself, about It's Raining Men. It was raining real estate for us. I mean, we had deals coming out of our pockets. It was dropping everywhere. And we prayed for this type of success. So when I say when you pray for rain, you have to deal with the mud, understand that when there's a high, there could also be a low. Now, what do I mean by that? At one high point, my partner and I owned over 30 plus buildings, 250 apartments in downtown Baltimore. And I was working my ass off to the point that one morning when I got off from that, because at that point, real estate wasn't that thing that I had to learn. I had arrived. It was that thing that was consuming my every hour, second, and minute. It was raining the actual consumption of these deals. But like I mentioned, when you pray for rain, you gotta watch out for the mud. Because at that height of success for me, I had a heart attack. It put me in the bed for almost a whole month. And at that point in time, I knew something had to change. I knew that I had to find a better way to do this business. So I took a year off, regained my energy, my excitement, my love for the business, and the rest is history. So remember, when you pray for rain, you also have to deal with the mud. Be prepared to handle the obstacles that come your way. Don't be so blinded by where you want to go that you forget what's really important in life.
I'm trying to impress you, you know that.
I know it.
Yeah.
Now, where'd you get the mushroom shirt? I got to know.
Well, the secret is you got to coordinate. Most people don't coordinate. See, you got to coordinate.
Understand, there's only 24 hours in a day, 365 days in a year. When you get to a certain level of success, you as that business owner have to coordinate. So what do I mean by that? You have to start thinking in terms of how can I maximize my time each and every day? And that's where systemization and automation comes into play. Coordinate. You should be at any and all times thinking of how can I do this task faster through multiple ways in order to strengthen the foundation of my business. In other words, if you wasn't there, if you wanted to take a vacation, take a week, a month, or months off, will your business survive without you? Now, of course, you can't do this when you start out in the business. But as you grow, as your knowledge grows, as your understanding of your business grow, you must coordinate.
Honey!
What?
Where's my super suit?
What?
Where is my super suit?
You have to remember that you must also multiply you. Now, what do I mean by that? You are not a superhero. You can't be everywhere and every place. So you need to be able to delegate, but most importantly, give up control. You should only be concentrating on the most important monetization that you have in your real estate business or business in general. So you can't be everywhere at once. I see this time and time again. Individuals who have built their real estate business to a level that they're very satisfied with. And they cannot get to that next level because they refuse to delegate and they refuse to give up control. You are not a superhero. Flip the cape back. Share the wealth. Your business will thank you for it. This is Charles Blair, the Mad Scientist, signing out, and I'll see you in the next video. Yeah.
Esa chica quiere selfie, selfie, ella quiere beber. Pa' que el jefe se dé cuenta que aquí perdió esa mujer. Lo que quiere es enloquecer, ser la mujer que él quería ver. Esa chica quiere selfie, selfie, que yo parezca en él. Como que ella quiere Disfruta la noche, lo anormal. Creo que el novio te me